Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the channel. Here we've got the Audi Q5. This has all been degreased. I probably should have put the video on a bit before so you can see me do degreaser. So what I first did, I blow it all off first, just with the blow gun and just my hand running over it to take the surface dust off. It's all pre-cleaned, pre-solvent degreased, and tack ragged as well. So that's way before, it's all before what I'm doing now. So this is the first coat of colour. It's always best to take your time with cleaning the car before. Make sure you normally, once you've done it, degreased it, and you can sort of the final tack rag, you can normally sort of fill with any dirt. But I always do say to people to take your time. Don't rush this. This is going to determine if it's a good job or a job that's going to make you have to polish quite a bit. And no one really likes polishing, especially in the trade. So it's best to just try and get it as clean as you can, so you don't take your time afterwards. But this is the first coat, base coat, just one heavy coat. The gun I'm using is a SATA 500, and it's a 1.2 setup. The cap is the O setting, and some people use this setting for lacquer, the air cap O. I use the base coat, it just fits the way I paint. Yeah, so each their own. You work different things, different ways, different techniques. You just got to find your own one, and yeah, try and improve it and tweak it. Yeah, that's how it goes really. So this is the drop coat. So I've done one full coat at 2 bar pressure, and with this is a stand-up system. So you just do it all wet and just blows out pretty much. It's amazing stuff. I mean, it's quite clever. You think where it's all wet and then you're dropping on top of it, you think the metallics would sink in, but they just seem to flow out and stand up on top perfect. They don't fall over, or so when you look at the panel they got the right effect and coarseness. So it's brilliant. Speed wise it's amazing. You literally don't take that. Our other system is an Optimal system where you have to do one coat dry. This one you just put it all on, and we haven't got quad system on this oven, so we have to put it on bake for sort of 5-10 minutes. I do get impatient. I go in there when it's on bake and I just get like the blower just to circulate the air so it moves it around a bit quicker. It doesn't affect the actual paint, but this is just getting the moisture out quicker, and making sure all the edges and all the crevices are actually dry. I find that's sort of one of the things before base. You have to make sure all the little corners sometimes aren't fully dry, especially in quad systems, because it's just putting hot air and sort of not getting the direct. So yeah, so always make sure before you do your lacquer coat, make sure you know you can see it's fully dry. Otherwise, the moisture will still stay underneath the lacquer, and you'll just have problems. Yeah, so that's the first coat and the drop coat done. So now I will be doing. Like I said, I'll be doing this, put it on bake for 5-10 minutes, and yes, that's wet. So you will see, look how wet it is. It's not dry. If you have a dry patches, then that you might see that within the lacquer coat when you come to clear it. And so the wetter the better on this system. And now just a quick tack rag just to get any surface like dirt that sat on top. Amazing how much you do get on top, especially on a blend where you flick the colour. You get like an overspray on the parts that isn't full colour, so it's always good to sort of take that off. Otherwise, when you come to lacquer, it will stand up, and then you'll be finding yourself that you're trying to put more on to cover that, and then it can go wrong sometimes. Sometimes you get away with it. Sometimes you put a little bit too much and you get a run or whatever. So yeah, so try and tack rag it before, Some people don't like to do that, because especially like a silver, some people find that they might mark it sometimes, or but yeah, it is a little bit of a risk, but you just go gentle, take your time, don't rush it, you just got to let it glide over, and yeah, don't force it to take off, otherwise you will get marked. Yeah, so this is the first coat of lacquer. So I do my first coat of lacquer, especially on bonnets. I don't like to put too much on the first coat, especially. There's one thing you naturally put more on when it's flat panels. I don't know what it is, you just naturally do, you know it's not going to run, I suppose. And, yeah, so I always try and put the thinnest amount on as I can, but it's got to be enough that there's a layer, a nice smoothish layer. You're not going for a finished look, you just want to get a nice coat on there so it's all sealed. There's no dry patches, and yeah, so I normally do like what they call a closed coat. So you go in a bit closer, but you go a bit faster, and yeah, you just got a bit of practice, and yeah, it's a bit like anything really. The more you do it, the more you're sort of comfortable with things. Some people don't like to do that. Some people do like not a full coat, but more of a heavier coat on the first. I just don't like to. I've had lacquers before, especially with bonnets, where it can pop. I did used to have one. There's a called lacquer microfan. I used to hate doing bonnets with that stuff. It used to drive me insane. I used to put the minimal amount on there. I used to leave it dry. It's just such a pain in the ass. I was probably doing something wrong. Someone could tell me in the comments. But yeah, I just need to get on with it. I mean, it's alright. I worked around it. It's no problem. But it was a bit annoying sometimes. But with this lacquer, this is a Standox. We use all Standox from start to finish, from primer to wet and base coat lacquer. It's the same, and the Standox, this one's just really amazing, really. You could probably pile it on, and you won't really get a sulphur pop. Where it's an air dry, clear, and we use slow hardener anyway, so it's got a slow hardener, so it gives it a bit of time for the solvent to come out, so you don't get the sulphur pop as much. You'd have to really pile it on to get it really. Yeah, so it's a really good lacquer, really good system actually. So I'm sort of, it looks like I'm putting it on quite heavy, but it does look like I'm going quite slow, but it wasn't going on heavy as what I normally do. I'm just going a bit slower. It's quite a big bonnet. I don't know if you know what a Q5s are, quite long bonnets. It did come out really nice. A couple of bits of dirt I had to polish out. Other than that, really, it actually came out quite nice. It was like a really nice colour, black metallic. Black's always looks amazing when you're lacquering. I don't know what it is, they just do a bit better, a bit nicer. And yeah, so yeah, I really hope this is the finished article now, all finished. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped you, I hope some tips have made sense. And yeah, thank you for subscribing, thank you for taking the time to watch the videos, and hopefully see you again. Thanks.